Hi, hello there. Welcome to yet another kotor livestream for our kotor Dark Side playthrough. Last time, which was yesterday, we made friends with Tuskens and found a storm up and defeated Kalanord after 12 minutes of overtime, in fact. Yeah, anyway, oh great, I still can't do this. So, maybe let's get this stuff. So, Alan's armor, cryo grenades, lots of money. More remains. An advanced droid health pack. Some speeders. And what? Is that it? Is that all that's going to happen now? Oh, what are these here? Can you by chance click on this? No, excellent. Anyway, I don't feel like we have explored the full length of this place. But do we really need to? We have found what we want. We found what we wanted. So I believe that we can move on now. Yes. Oh. Okay. Now I can change my party. Sorry, mission, but you were completely unnecessary for this. Anyway, you can also just go back to the Hebon Hawk because, well, oh.
What can I do?
Bastila leveled up. All of a sudden. Oh yeah, I had to do a little bit of cheating to beat Kalanor last time, but don't worry, it wasn't anything serious. Okay, I suppose a better shield. I have to level her up all over now. At level 12. That's like one level away, right? Okay. Force resistance. Oh, it's not a passive. Okay. Let's make her just... No. Actually, let's. So that we can plant the seeds of the dark side within her already. Dexterity, Constitution, of course. Skills, of course. Awareness and treat injury. Feats. Immune to paralysis. What does that mean? Fear. Can't be stunned. Can't be stunned. I see. Very good. Advanced Jedi defense. Or perhaps weapon focus lightsaber, because that would be excellent. Now powers, a better heal would be useful. And now, 2 more points, 2 more points. I think I should have some computer use. We are in Star Wars after all. For some, is that it? Good. So, to sum it all up, let's talk to let's go back onto the Hawk. Save, in case the game crashes. And try to find HK in this ever-growing core of companions. There's Juanani. No one's here. Oh, here. There's Candemon. Yes, lightsaber. The one I have right now. Upgrade. This one seems good. Take a bonus 1. A fucking we can add a fucking Great Dragon Pearl, of course. As for the armor, we can only upgrade that. Melee, only that. Or those repeating blaster, why of course, bitch. Why can't I upgrade the HK's rifle? That's stupid. Oh, and now I don't have anything to upgrade that, but look at that design. That's a rare design. Calf's blaster, who cares? Oh yeah, I should probably upgrade Basta's lightsaber as well. Yeah, it can have all of this. It's not like I use Juani anyway. Wait, why did it minimize? Oh, good. I didn't miss anything anyway. HK, where the fuck are you, HK? Are you here? You have to be here. You aren't here. Great. Then I know of only one place where you might be, and it's right here, and you aren't here either. And you aren't here either. And I wanna fucking find you. Transit disabled. I fucking know. So let's see. T3 Zalba, Juani, Curve Pastla, Mission, Canderous. Nobody. 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 There you are.
Statement. HK-47 is ready to serve, Master. Affirmative. If you believe your skills are up to the task, Master, then I can certainly guide you through the process. Request. I only ask that you be oh so very careful, Master. I am too valuable and well-crafted to perish at the hands of ineptitude. Negatory. No, Master. You are not a droid, however, and therefore your skills are limited by the physical capabilities of your meatbag extremities, or some such. Appeasement. Yes, Master. Of course, Master. Could we begin? Statement. As you wish, Master. The first stage is the simple one, and that is accessing my central control cluster. This may take a while. First, you will need to open 3 panels. Now close the last panel. I am afraid the operation did not succeed, Master, though it was a valiant attempt for a meatbag. Supplication. Perhaps it would be best if you as you desire, Master.
Great. I have to apply more cheats. Oh,
Statement. H. Affirmative. Request. Statement. And now rewire the last 3 relays. Yes, good. Well done, Master. I believe your operation was a success. Accessing new memory. Access complete. I have recovered information on my owner previous to the commercial officer, Master. Intriguing. Statement. It appears that my previous owner was a human senator on the planet Coruscant, a man of importance who obviously appreciated quality craftsmanship. Answer. I am unsure, Master. Any knowledge of my owner prior to him is still deleted. The senator did assume I was a protocol droid, however. I do remember that I was very pleased to be the property of a senator. One of his assistants discovered my assassination functions later through questioning. The assistant was quite alarmed and told the senator I should be scrapped quickly to avoid a scandal. Naturally, the senator had me eliminate the fool. Observation. I rather liked the human myself. For a meatbag, his priorities were in the right place. I felt most useful. I was most proud to have partaken in the political system of the galaxy. During the time my owner possessed me, he gained significant rank. Given time, I believe he could have become Chancellor. I even eliminated a few key opponents that he did not ask for. Freebies, if you will. Answer. There are a lot of politicians on Coruscant, Master. I could spend decades slaughtering them and still not make a dent. And it is not as if I walked into the Senate chambers with a carbonite explosive. I was very discreet. My best work to date that I can remember. Observation. I think he would have done far better had he not allowed his use of me to become personal. He set me on his wife.
Sorry about that. Had to get something done.
Answer. I am unsure. The human was most agitated and angry. I believe his wife had done something that had displeased him greatly. I was to go to their summer estate and terminate his wife, along with whatever male companion I discovered there. Statement. I have no idea, Master. Cheating seems to be a relevant term only when one is caught in the act. Otherwise, it is viewed as intelligence. No? I journeyed to the southern continent, but it appeared my master was not far behind me. Apparently, he regretted his activation of the protocol. When I found the wife and her companion, I proceeded to launch my attack, but my master interposed his own body and was destroyed. It was rather a strange meatbag thing to do, do you not agree? Naturally, I shut myself down, my master being terminated. Statement. I believe the senator's wife was unsure what I was or what to do with me. It was she who sold me to the corporate officer, an acquaintance. Answer. As previously, I have found a few more programs which will enhance my performance. A most gratifying discovery, in fact. There is still nothing from previous memories uncovered. You will have to operate again if you desire to find them. With luck, I will discover the stimulus to unlock my core, and all this will be unnecessary. I do thank you for the attempt, however, Master.
Excellent. Can I try again?
Statement. Affirmative. Request. Statement. And now rewire the last 3 relays. Yes, good. Well done, Master. I believe your operation was a success. Accessing new memory. Access complete. I have accessed information on my owner prior to the Senator, Master. Most unexpected. Answer. It appears that previous to my ownership by the Senator, I was the property of one Bochaba the Hutt on the planet Slaheron. Objection. That is unfair, Master. While Bochaba may have died gruesomely, I most certainly had nothing to do with it. Well, very little. My memories tell me that, for a time, Bochaba was one of the most feared gangsters on Slaheron. I helped him with this reputation greatly. Over a span of 1 year, I terminated a grand total of 322 sentient meatbags. These contracts made Bochaba very wealthy. Answer. That is correct, Master. I do enjoy my work, though my past owners have enjoyed utilizing my functions far more. Strictly speaking, one meatbag is the same as another. Anything I do is in support of my master. It was unfortunate but inevitable that eventually Bochaba would overstep his bounds. I had just cleared 2 Hutt households when the exchange retaliated. Statement. I was not even present when my old master was assassinated. I did appreciate the artistry behind his demise upon my return, however. Answer. Allow me to say that I have little doubt that residents of that sector were fishing pieces of Bochaba out of their soup for weeks afterward. At any rate, I quickly shut down upon my master's death. The rival Hutt claimed me along with my master's other possessions. Observation. If that Hutt had only known my true function, he surely would not have sold me to a senator he bribed regularly. Observation. It would have suited my character, Master. I have enjoyed my existence since, more or less, so I do not miss it. Answer. Negative, Master. There is still more memory that can be restored, however, if you wish to try. As well, I believe I can restore several programs the Hutt installed to improve my performance. Yes, they are now active, contemplative. I wonder how many more dead masters I might have out there. A droid can live for a long time, you know.
A most charming life. And most impressive stories. Now, time to talk to some other people as well, that I may have neglected.
Yeah, what do you want? You want another war story, huh? You want to hear about some other world getting wasted, eh? I knew you were the type. Your stagnant republic has never seen some of the strange creatures and races we fought on the Outer Rim in those years. And you never will now. We were going through the asteroid fields of the Crispin system at the very edge of the galaxy, playing with the pirates and smugglers we found there. The main belt in the Crispin system consists of mainly small rocks covered in frozen methane gas shells, and the pirates were using them for cover. Ha! I remember using a thermal generator to cause the outer layer of one of the asteroids to vaporize in a picosecond. It blew out and shredded the 3 smugglers using it for cover. But that was a mistake.
I just want to say that the voice actor for Candaris is, in my opinion, brilliant, and it's such a pity that he's no longer alive.
The asteroid I had targeted was smaller than most, maybe a dozen meters on a side. On the outside, it looked the same as any other, just a ball covered in frozen gas. But something must have been inside it, something inactive in the cold. The heat of my blast might have triggered something or woken something up. After I'd hit it, spots of light and heat appeared all over the thin shell, still covering it, evaporating the gases. What lay underneath looked like some sort of rocky growth. A deformed rock, pitted by scores of micrometeorite scars. I think something even older might have been inside that. It started rotating faster and faster as we watched it. After a second, it started spraying fire, thermal projectiles that melted our armor like wax. We were caught completely by surprise. Before we could counterattack, it fled at an incredible speed. We couldn't catch it, but we could follow its hyperspace wake. We followed its trail as far as we could, heading away from the galactic core. When it finally led beyond the edge of our galaxy, we abandoned our efforts. Anything that wants to commit suicide in that great void is not worth our trouble trying to catch. That's the only story I have for now. I'll tell you some more stuff later if we get the chance. Is there something else you want to know? Hey, don't worry. I think you've got enough there as it is. You don't want to overload yourself on stims. Otherwise you might destroy your adrenal system. A real warrior knows his own limits and doesn't overestimate himself. There anything else you need? Your choice. I'm here if you want something done right.
A very charming man. And a companion that everyone would want. Mission, we talked to her recently. I don't believe T3 will have anything. Ow. Yeah, T3 has nothing to tell us. So let's see. Is Zalba any different? I see. Okay, so he won't say anything either.
How may I be of assistance to you, Padawan? What is it you would like to speak to me about? I have been thinking much about our journey, and I am grateful and honored that you have accepted me with you. I am not used to such unbiased acceptance from one who is nearly a stranger to me. We Cathar do not make friends easily, or for long. Even on Dantooine, I remained alone. Not ostracized exactly, but separate. Well, even if we do not speak that often, or are apart, I still feel a part of a team, this group you have assembled that accompanies you and Bastila on your quest. It is warming. I feel almost welcome. needed. You seem to be very decisive when it is required of you. It is reassuring to know that I can count on someone like you. I feel that I could count on any of you. But you are the one who drew me back from the dark side. It is to you that I feel a debt, and I shall make it up to you.
Another servant. Excellent.
How may I be a... What is it? Well, I suppose I have not talked very much about the Jedi I met back home. They, all of them, were so very invigorating. They were so very alive, so full of hope and energy and zeal. In retrospect, I can see it was a little bit tragic. Well, yes. These Jedi were going to fight the Mandalorians just after they had invaded. Many of those Jedi perished in the fighting, but to us, they seemed invincible. Especially their leader, who they talked about all the time. Paragons of light and justice, sweeping away all iniquity before them. It was like looking at gods. I was merely using poetic license. Those Jedi, they were enthralling. Everyone wanted just to touch them. Some people thought it would bring them luck. Not that the peace they brought lasted very long. Of course they left. They had a war to go fight, so that we would not all be killed by those psychotic Mandalorians. The Jedi left. The people grew complacent. Those who had been wronged saw their chance at revenge. And so the cycle continues. The oppressed become the new generation of oppressors. The human oppressed, that is. The non-humans were never treated well in any case. We felt the brunt of both administrations. Yes, but humans seem the most pervasive, the most consistent. They took their frustrations and hates out on us because the people they wanted had already fled or were too well protected. But no one looks out for the injustices we suffered. Oh no, but I am sorry. I should not have outbursts like that. No, it is not. Anger can lead to the dark side, and I must be ever careful that I do not fall back into those ways. I thank you for your support. My outburst was uncalled for, but you did not lash back at me. You are a much better Jedi than I, it would seem. But let us not speak more of this now. We should continue on our journey. Perhaps later we will talk again.
Okay. Now the others, yeah,
How can I help? Yes, I suppose I can understand your curiosity given the bond that connects us. Very well. I'll tell you a bit about myself. I was found to be strong with the Force at a young age, as most Padawans are. As a girl, I was given to the Order to be trained. When I joined the Order, I left my family on Tal Ravan, as all Padawans do. My family is still there, the last that I heard. I've had little contact with them, as it is discouraged. Relationships with family members are fraught with powerful emotions. Such extremes are to be avoided. Anger and hate are the worst, but even love can lead to folly. The gift of the Force comes with a high cost. Sacrifice of one's emotional attachments is one of the prices a Jedi must be willing to pay. The alternative is to fall prey to the dark side.
fall prey to the dark side. Do you see who stands before you?
Please, you mustn't say things like that. The dark side is destruction and chaos, the opposite of all that gives the universe order and purpose. You have to understand this. Like all who join the Order, I have learned to embrace the life I've chosen. I had to let go of my attachments to my family.
But there's a problem. You didn't choose this life. It was chosen for you by others.
It can be a hard lesson to learn. I was not on good terms with all of my family, but I do remember missing my father terribly for a long time. I was not on good terms with my mother. I was only a little girl when I left, but I was old enough to resent her and the way she treated my father. She pushed my father into treasure hunting. I spent all my young life on ships, traveling from one false lead to the next. She whittled away my father's entire fortune, and I hated her for it. I think she was relieved to give me to the Jedi, but my father was heartbroken. A child is too young to understand the sacrifices that must be made. It's better if they have no contact with their family once they're removed. Once I was older, I realized the wisdom of this policy. A Jedi must do what is needed, personal desires notwithstanding. Love can only obscure and confuse the matter. Even a Jedi cannot always control the feelings of the heart. We must do our best to guard against it, no matter what the cost. But some sacrifices are harder than others. I do not wish to discuss this anymore. I would rather return to our mission.
Sure.
How can I help? I can try. What would you like me to recall? I shall do my best. Calm your mind and remember.
Yeah, we just found that. And let's leave Carf for last, because that's who he is in our little... I don't know how to say it. Click?
Statement. HK-47 is ready to serve, Master. Statement. Certainly, Master. Allow me to input the proper sequences into the ship's computer. I caution you that this simulation will appear quite real. Are you ready to begin the training sequence, Master? Statement. Simulation initiating.
Oh, fucking God. I'm gonna die again. Because this sensitivity, the mouse sensitivity on this thing sucks. And you know very well that the mouse sensitivity here sucks. And I cannot exactly tell from which direction something comes. Great, it's too low to be targeted. Great. I did it. Excellent. Truly excellent. Okay.
Statement. Query. Don't I? I was under the assumption that organic meatbags such as yourself enjoyed such forms of address. Retraction? Did I say that out loud? I apologize, Master. While you are a meatbag, I suppose I should not call you such. Amendment. Then I will endeavor not to refer to you by your meatbag status in the future, Master. Does that suffice? Observation. Organics have no sense of persistence. Ignore that, Master. obeying original command. Signing off.
Someone has to teach obedience, right? Oh, cough, cough, cough. Everyone hates cough, so, where is that bozo? There is that bozo who has absolutely no shields, so I'd as well give a one that has nothing. And I cough.
Yes, what's on your mind? Tatooine's just a desert planet. I hear the mining isn't going so well. I bet the colony gets abandoned before long. Well, that's all I can think of, at any rate. I thought I said I don't want to talk about it anymore. I suppose you're right. Fine, then. But I don't know why you're so interested, but here goes. When I think of all the men who betrayed us, the one that stands out above all of them is the one that I respected the most. Saul. With good reason. Admiral Saul Kareth is the commander of the entire Sith fleet. He's half the reason Malak has done so well in the war. Saul was my commanding officer back when the Mandalorian Wars first began. He taught me everything about being a soldier, and I looked up to him. Saul approached me before he left. He talked to me about how the Republic was on the losing side and about how I should start thinking of my survival. I know now that he was trying to recruit me into the Sith, but I couldn't have conceived of it back then. I argued with him and he got angry and he left. I never saw him again. Saul was my mentor. He led us to so many victories against the Mandalorians. I mean, even when things looked to be at their worst, I couldn't conceive of it. He couldn't be serious. I was wrong, of course. He not only left us for the Sith, he gave them the codes to bypass our scanners. I remember waking up as the first of the Sith bombers snuck past our defenses and began destroying half of our docked ships. I knew right away what had happened. I mean, I could have stopped him. I could have stopped it all. I don't know, maybe. He might have killed me if I tried, or I might have killed him. I was stupid, however, and I let him go. I fought Saul for years now, and if I ever catch up to him, he will regret what he's done. He will regret it. Well, there's more to the story, I guess. But I don't want to talk about it right now. Let's go.
Okay, Mr. Angry Man. I can't think of any better insults, unfortunately. Okay, so, now we are at the galaxy map yet again. And I have to check which planet would be, the next in order. Let's see. Yes, Taris. No, oh, that's not even before the game. Here is Taris. Dantooine. Tatooine. Living Tatooine, yeah, Calanode. Yavin Station. Okay then. Oh wait, actually, let's save in case the game decides to just crash. Because that's quite likely. it didn't crash, it just minimized. Them again. Oh, delightful. I have to do it again.
Incoming fighters!
The sensitivity on this thing sucks. I can't turn quick enough. I have to. I have to use my mouse pad in addition to my mouse, so to turn quick enough. I don't think we're gonna make it to the next proper planet this episode. Well, at the same time I don't know how much content is here, so I can't be sure about that. Okay, time to get off. And of course I'm gonna bring you and you. Of course. So... Access panel. Another access panel.
Master?
Okay.
Yes?
Those are his steps.
Achua Pengki, Yun Patisa, Tichuba Jikotka Naga, Kingu Mwa Ki Mulira Kun King. Ichuta, Yun Patisa, Kimba Nichalora Kun. Ichuta.
So far this place has been nothing but access panels.
Topa na ota vokasa, Pampa Ki Mulira Kun King. Achua Pengki, Yun Patisa, Tichu. Chiwi Aita Ka Chong Chicha, Agi Inko Tune Chuna Mulira. Kakinja nawabakaon. Bagwa shang konti machit Chiwi aita ka chong chicha. Agi inko tune chunamu. Chiwa aita kan kicha na chupornibo. Tong hit wama agi inko tune. Potong hi wama ji agi inko tun. Tong panokun nonek. Chiwi aita. Chiwa aita kan kicha na chupornibo. Kun muri. Tong hit wama aki inko tune. Potong hi wama ji aki inko tun. Tong panokun no chiwi aita ka chong chicha. Agi inko tune. Tong hit wama aki inko tune. Potong hi wama ji aki inko tun. Tong panokun no. Tong hit wama aki inko tune. Potong hi wama ji aki inko tun. Tong panokun. Achua penki. Yun patisa. Tichuba ji kotka naga. Kingu mwa mu jiska dosoki. Kopa bono nakachu. Labora na winki smack toma. Kuyami jus ki mulira kun king.
Oh, yeah, this stuff is truly expensive. Can I sell my stuff instead? This is useless. This is useless. This is useless. And this. Oh yes, HK, my dear. What? Okay, you have a heavy plating type 2. That's good. So, are you just gonna walk? Yes, you are. What was that noise? Well, we have a look at the oven. So, first, let's go to here. Access denied. Well, I can see there's nothing there. And there's nothing there either. Excellent. I suppose I will just go then. Not much to do here anyway. Just expensive stuff, not to my liking. Anyway, hey, Tea-Buddy, I have things for you that you would like. So, in the end, there wasn't much content to begin on that space station to begin with. And that is truly delighting to hear. Which means that we're going to Kashyyyk straight away. Another Zerka Cove outpost, great. First Anchorhead, which was already Zerka. Then I know there's a kotor outpost. Don't minimize on me. My computer is going through a seizure.
Another vision. The Force is guiding us, helping us retrace the steps of Malak and his old master, leading us ever closer to the Star Forge. Kashyyyk is a lush but simple and undeveloped world. I would not have expected to find the alien technology of a star map here. The Wookiees of Kashyyyk make their home high among the Rosha branches. Only their bravest warriors dare to descend into the forbidding depths of the forest. If the star map is located far beneath us on the planet's surface, as our vision seems to suggest, it's unlikely the Wookiees even know of its existence. No doubt things will become more clear once we discover the star map's location.
Yes, what's on your mind? Kashyyyk is covered by a giant forest, I hear. Trees kilometers high. The Wookiees live in the higher branches, I think. Well, that's all I can think of, at any rate. Have I been quiet? Suppose I have. I guess I just don't like being left out of the loop. You want to be smart, do you? Fine, so long as I get some questions answered. For one thing, I want to know what the Jedi Council said to you. They pulled you in there and refused to tell me a thing about it. I'm rather curious to know what went on, and why they didn't keep you on Dantooine for training. Isn't that strange? None of my business. I'm sorry, aren't I a part of this mission? I mean, the Jedi may be in charge, but I'm risking all the same things you are. That is completely beside the point. The Jedi encouraged you to stay with us, and I don't believe the reasons they gave. You're a neophyte Padawan who's been saddled with the responsibility of tracking down these star maps. Why? That's not normal. I am not trying to provoke you or to imply that you're somehow responsible for the Jedi Council, but give me a hand here. There has to be a reason. And what does that mean? Well, is this more of that destiny garbage that the Jedi keep talking about? Well, that can't be it. Well, I'll tell you this much. I'm not going to wait around until I'm betrayed again. Fine, you got it. Conversation over. Look, I didn't mean it that way. I want to get to Saul, not... No, forget it. It just seems that all I can do is insult you, isn't it? Just forget I said anything. Let's just get on with what we were doing.
That's why I never bring you out. So, Big Z. Fine. But how many spikes do I have? Maybe I can ask T3 to make me some. I have 52. No, that's a programming spike, not a security spike. Now, Candyman. My Candyman.
Yeah, what do you want? It has big trees, in case your eyes don't work anymore. But I do know that there is one exceptional race on this world. The Wookiees. The Wookiees, although primitive compared to us, are surprisingly capable warriors. They're strong and pick up combat techniques pretty quickly. I think they're more than a match for the average Republic or Sith trooper. When we were looking for targets, we considered this world carefully. We were wondering if we'd have to use larger weapons than our war droids if we wanted to clear the damn forest so we could fight in the open. Too many trees means they can go into hiding too easy. And what's a continent or two turned to glass if we get the whole world after? Do you have anything else you want to ask? Your choice.
So, let's just check on our Zalbar. Let's give him the bridging stuff. And another, Bridging's armband. Excellent. And man also has an implant for this type of implant. Oh, hi Fyra, how are you? Don't worry, it's all fine. Even though I'm practically about to end the stream, cause I'm out of runtime for this week's episode. I mean, not this week's, today's. So, I suppose I will just save again. And, I don't know. There's no reason to come out if, yeah, it's 11 p.m. So I think I'm gonna be finishing for now. But don't worry, you haven't missed anything. You're about to donate, aren't you? I can already tell where this is going to. In the meantime, I might just as well see what movies is all about. Okay, I see. So nothing interesting, right?
Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember.
Fira gówno. 3 złote. A zdas wzdydzies.
Charming. And thank you. Thank you for this generous donation. Although it was completely unnecessary, you get the point. Unfortunately, there is quite a hefty tax on this donation, so it wasn't completely free PLN. Oopsie. Happens. Anyway, I can now finish after 3 minutes of overtime. So anyway, this has been yet another Kotor Darkside playthrough livestream, and this is going to be the final one for this week. The next one will be on Friday, per usual, and the next live stream will be tomorrow at 9 p.m. So, what you yapping about? I simply speak the language of the world. Because, as we know, English is the only language out there. Anyway, I am dragging on too much. So, anyway, thanks for coming, thanks for watching, thanks for spamming in the chat about my inability to count to 12. Yes, I am indeed a very highly overweight person, and you are distracting me. No offense. Anyway... Anyway, it's time to finish, because I am dragging this for too long. So, thank you for coming, thank you for watching, and I will see you tomorrow for Swatter Sunday.